I'm Milton Gonzalez. This is my speech for class SPC 1017. My wife will be my audience. Please have a seat. Okay, let's begin. Today, I'll be going over how to change your vehicle's oil. We'll be talking about causes, what to look for, and how to do it. Everyone here who owns a vehicle should know that vehicles require an oil change every so often. But do you know why? When can you tell that your vehicle needs an oil change? Well, in my experience, I've seen a lot of reasons why you will need an oil change before the recommended time for 3,000 miles, or 3 months for conventional oil, or 10,000 miles, or 1 year for synthetic oil. Let's look at some of the causes. Nobody likes to use the same cooking oil they used 2 weeks ago for a meal they're doing today. Well, your car doesn't like that either. The prolonged use of oil damages the oil and its chemical composition. It's going to turn it into a sludge, and it's not suitable to lubricate your engine. That's going to lead to overheating the engine, seizing the engine, breaking a seal, or breaking a hose. Anything can happen. Let's say you purchase a car about a month ago, brand new off the lot. They tell you you need to change your oil every 3 months or every 3,000 miles, whichever one comes first. But it's only been a month and you've driven it for 500 miles. All of a sudden you get the check engine oil light. It looks like this. It represents an old style oil can. You wonder what that is. That means you're getting close to the 3,000 miles or 3-month mark. You just purchased this car. So this can mean you have an oil leak or you're burning oil and you're losing oil pressure. Then you will need to check what the problem is. Let's begin by checking for oil leaks. You open the hood of your car. The first thing you could see is every component next to the engine. Look for oil splatter if you see any. If you don't see any, maybe it's coming from the bottom. Let's say you park your car for about an hour or two. You come back, there's an oil puddle underneath your vehicle. That means your vehicle is leaking oil from somewhere. Or it's been a rainy day and you see a colorful rainbow looking puddle. That means oil's coming out of your vehicle as well. Another way to tell, you'll be seeing white smoke coming out of the muffler. It could be white, grayish, bluish smoke. That means your car is internally burning more oil at a faster rate. So we do have a problem with losing oil. So we need to check the oil level. Locate the dipstick. It usually looks like this. Could be yellow, could be orange. Pull it out, wipe it up first. Do this about 2 to 3 times. They usually have 2 indicators, a high one and a low one. The low one's usually closer to the tip of the stick. You want to keep the level between both of them at a 50%. So we do have an oil problem. Let's just say we do have an oil problem. Now let's get to the oil changing part. Let's find out which type of oil your vehicle needs by simply opening the hood and looking at the oil cap on top of the engine. It will tell you which type of oil you need, or you can always look in the owner's manual. We get the proper oil for the vehicle that we have and the proper filter. You can always request some help at the auto parts shop. Now we have every material. Let's go ahead and get started with the oil change. Place a lifting the car. Place the jack on the rigid part of the vehicle and lift it up. Don't forget the jack stands, place them on another rigid part of the vehicle for an extra layer of protection. Let's not forget about our safety. Don't forget about your PPE, latex glove, or any type of chemical protective material. Safety glasses, you will be underneath the car and you don't want to get that in your eyes. Okay, we drain the oil and replace the filter. Locate the drain plug usually underneath the car. Drain the oil into a safe container. Do the same with the filter by twisting it counterclockwise. Drain the oil filter, drain the oil. Next, take your finger, dip it in the oil, and lubricate the O-ring on top of the filter. Some filters, most of them look like a cup. They could be longer, they could be wider, depending on the vehicle. Place a new filter where you took the last one off by turning it clockwise. Place the drain plug back on. Add new oil and check the oil level again. We add the oil where we took or where we see the cap off on top of the engine. If you're not sure how much oil your car needs, you can check the owner's manual. If it doesn't specify, do it half a quart at a time. Most oil cans come with different lines that tell you how much oil is in it. Just go half a quart at a time. Keep checking the oil level until you get the perfect mark at the halfway point. Okay, now we're done with the oil change. Let's go ahead and clean up and review. We learned what to look for, why you need an oil change, and how to do it. Don't forget to take the old oil back to the shop or to the auto parts store. They usually collect it. Keeping your car up to maintenance, checking it every so often is critical and will keep your car running in the future. Thank you.